Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to kind of be going around to different parts of Ronkonkoma that are special to me or just nostalgic or remind me of home because it is my last day on Long Island. Joey and I are moving early tomorrow morning to Wisconsin. For him, he's going back to Wisconsin because that's where he was from. For me, it's my first time. I've obviously been to Wisconsin a lot, but I've never lived there. So we're basically going for monetary reasons. It's a lot cheaper out there. We bought our own home. Here we've been living with my mom. And, you know, we just kind of need our own space. I'm 25, he's 26. And we just need to be on our own. And I'm really excited. I'm really sad, mostly because, you know, my family's here. So it's just my mom, brother, and my dog, but still, I'm gonna miss them. But I am glad we are gonna be very close to Joey's family, who is my family now. You know, we're not married yet, but hopefully soon. So I definitely consider them family. So it is Sunday, October 4th, 2020. And yeah, I'm mostly making this video for myself, just to look back on and see these places. So let's get started. Now this here is Richmond Boulevard, which is the street I grew up on. I live in Nob Hill, as you just saw the sign, condos. So it's small, but that's where I grew up. Coming up here, this empty building is called Mickey's Deli. Now, right now it's empty, and it was only Mickey's Deli for a time, but I just always called it Mickey's Deli because for a long time that's what it was called. It changed names and ownership throughout the years a bunch of times. Now they've kind of like renovated it. They cut down like a bunch of trees. Obviously the grass has grown because, like, I don't know, before COVID they were doing a lot of stuff, and then when COVID happened they just stopped doing everything. So I don't know, like there's like new doors, like there were never doors here. That's actually like someone's house up there, and then like down there I think was like part of their house too. So I don't know if they like bought it out, but the store was pretty much over there, and it was just like a little convenience store, you know, like a 7-Eleven, if you have those where you live, which I know there aren't a lot in Wisconsin. There's a ton on Long Island. But yeah, just a little convenience store. Now we are driving up to my elementary school where I went for 1st through 5th grade. So here it is. Here's the kindergarten wing that was added. And here's the school, y'all. It was, I think this was the biggest elementary school in my district, which was the Connecticut School District. So here's the school, here's where you'd walk in. Currently where I'm parked, there was like all the buses would come here. But this is the school, Cherokee. That's like the main entrance hallway. There's the sign where it says Cherokee Street School. That's the cafeteria. Then over there is the playground where we would go for recess. Then back by where I drove in, where the kindergarten wing was, they have like a playground over there that's just for like the kindergarten class. But yeah, down here, and there's like a bunch of fields, like it goes back. Like I'll pull forward a little bit here. So they just redid the whole parking lot like over the summer, so it looks really nice. Look, there's people outside skateboarding and bike riding, but there's fields that go all the way back and like basketball courts. So we'd come out like over here and have recess. There's like some baseball fields like back over there. I don't think there's a football field here, but yeah, there's the playground, which is all new. Well, actually that part over there, the yellow and blue, that's not new. That was all there. But this, oh look, they put that on the, oh cute. They put that on the fence there. But this whole part is new. There was a playground there, but I guess it was just old, so that's a new playground there. This is my best friend Marissa's old street where she used to live. They don't live there anymore, but I felt like I had to film because it's very nostalgic and I used to drive here a lot. This is her old house, which the structure is still the same, but they basically like redid everything. So it doesn't look quite the same, but like I know that was her house. And yeah, I especially like when I started driving and she didn't have her license yet. So like I would, you know, if we hung out at my house, I would have to drop her off at night, or if we were at her house, I would have to drive myself home. So I've just driven over here like a lot. And then I would usually make a left and then another left and go around to get back to my house. But today I'm going to make a right because I'm going to drive down one of my favorite streets on Long Island, or I guess in Ronkonkoma, which is Seminole. I don't know why I love this street so much. I've driven down it a bunch of times. I've rode my bike down this street. So, I mean, it's pretty normal. I don't know anyone who lives on this street. I did back in like elementary and middle school, but not really anymore. Okay, this guy's pulling back in, thanks. So there's this big hill, and especially going down this on my bike, you'd get like some good speed going. Yeah, I don't know, I just love this street. It's very like typical Long Island street. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I just love this street and I'm gonna miss driving down it whenever I want. And then I've always loved this house for whatever reason. It's like the biggest house on the street. It's huge. And then in their backyard, because it wraps around like this, and now we're back on Cherokee Street, which is where my friend used to live. So we could like see their backyard. And they have a pool with a diving board and a slide, a trampoline, and a play set, which was always like my childhood dream, so I was always envious. And their house is just beautiful. Now, I think next, because it only makes sense if I took you to my middle school, that I take you to my, if I took you to my elementary school, that I show you where I went to middle school and high school. So I'm about to turn onto Motor Parkway, which is a really, just long road, but really nice. Also somewhere I've driven down a lot. So there's like the left side of Motor Parkway, the right side of Motor Parkway, and the right side is a lot more hilly. There are some crazy hills on the right side of Motor Parkway. Well, you couldn't tell from that shot, but there are, I promise. So we are driving to my middle school, which is a little bit further. My elementary school is literally around the corner from my house, like not even a 5-minute drive. My middle school is maybe 10-15 minutes most, and then my high school is probably like 20 to 30. So we are about to turn onto Roseville over here, and then take that until it turns to Ocean, and then we will be at my middle school. So this is my middle school, Ronkonkoma Middle School. This is where the buses would pull in, and then they would let us out into these doors and these doors, and we would just all pile in like sardines into the building and go wherever we needed to go. So that's like the side entrance, and then up here is the main entrance. That's the cafeteria. I haven't been in this school probably since I graduated. I don't think I've really been back here. Then those are like tennis courts down there, basketball courts, fields, and then the football field was like when we first came in. So let me actually turn, get a better view. There it is. Now it's called Ronkonkoma Junior High School. What is happening? I hate that. Weird. That's very weird. It's called RMS when I went here. So, oh, this is cute. Home of the T-Birds. This little bench that was the Connecticut mascot was a T-Bird. Soccer fields back there. Here's the main entrance. They did not have these when I went here. Nice benches to sit on and such, but yeah, that's my middle school and the cringiest years of my life. Next clip you will see is me arriving at my high school. Here on the corner, this is 7th and Belver, which is like, I don't even know anymore if it is. Belver and 7th. It's where like all the kids who like smoked cigarettes and shit would like come after school and like smoke cigarettes as like all the buses were pulling away. Okay, here's my high school. It is pretty large, so there's a few different spots. So first we'll go to the front of the building. So this is the band room. This big room here is like a band, like choir room. There's a circle. All the buses would pull in over there, and we would go in at those side doors. Or no, wait, with the buses. Oh yeah, and they'd like pull around here too. This was all for buses. So they would all pull that way, and you would have to walk out from the doors and find your bus. And there were a lot of buses. So this is like the main entrance. If your parents like dropped you off late or something, you would basically pull up. I'm like driving in parked spots. Pull up here. That up there is the library on the 2nd floor. This is the front of the building where like the main office was, all that type of stuff. This is the swimming pool. We did have an indoor swimming pool. There was a swim team. We had to take swimming in 9th grade for like 1 semester in gym class, and it was horrible. Now I love swimming, and honestly, like I did really good in the class, but I feel like I didn't like change all the time, or like wouldn't bring a suit or something, because somehow I ended up failing like swimming for like the semester. Tennis courts here. This is blocked off, but I think I can get around from the back. Football fields over there with the stands. There's baseball fields back there, like all the way back, goes far, has a lot of fields. And then if you walk through the woods back there, you can actually get to a part of Connecticut State Park, which I actually did in biology in 10th grade, because we like collected samples of the water from like this stream. So that was interesting, but it was during lab day, so it was a double period, so we were able to do that. So now this is like the parking lot where all the staff would park. So now I'm gonna take you around to the back side of the school. It's a big school. I mean, it's only 2 floors, so it's not, I don't know, but it's very big. I remember when I was a freshman, like I came to freshman orientation, and I remember I was like so nervous, and I still got lost. No, I'm not supposed to do this, but there's like cones over there, so I'm gonna come back this way. I still got lost like the first, like, it was a good 2 weeks that I just didn't know where I was, and every time I was trying to get to the cafeteria, which these are the doors to the cafeteria, and if it was nice out, you could sit outside. There's tables here. We weren't allowed to leave the building for lunch, but we were allowed to come sit outside if it was nice out. And yeah, for the first like 2 weeks of high school, at least, every time I was trying to get to the cafeteria, I would somehow end up at the gym. I don't know how that happened, but I was like so over it, and they're on like complete opposite ends of the building, so I don't really know how that happened. This back here, it's like a newer wing. Like I think they redid it like when I was here. It was like, I think that wing over there, I don't really know, but they redid it. I'm pretty sure it was built, but they just like made it newer. These are just some classrooms. Now this was like student parking over here, so if you had your license when you were like a junior or senior or whatever, you could come and park here and go in over there, I guess. And they got, that wasn't there, but they got a little sign. And if you were in like clubs, like I took drama club, this is where like the late buses would come. So like after school, like every hour or so, from like, we got out at 2:06, so like the first late bus was like 3:06, and there's one 4:06, 5:06, and maybe the last one was at like 5 or 6. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you would come here for the late bus to take you home. And now I'm pulling into a spot really poorly. There's like some guy in his car next to me. Cute. So that looks redone, but that's like a baseball field. Over there is the football field. I don't know if you could see it, but like, yeah, over there. And like soccer, and then there's like more fields like further back. Yeah, it was really nice, but this is where I came to high school for 4 years, 9th through 12th grade. This was kind of cool though, a trip down memory lane. I haven't been to Connecticut in like forever, because Marissa and I have like come here a few times, just like be nostalgic and like whatever, we're weird. But yeah, I haven't come here in a while, so this was cool. But the next stop you will probably see is me over at Lake Ronkonkoma. So I will see you guys then. Bye. So I am here with my friend Marissa.
Hey guys.
We are at Lakeside Deli, which is like a convenience store, whatever, like a 7-Eleven, whatever, where you get convenient things. And
original.
Here is the Lady of the Lake mural that I don't even know who painted this.
Yeah, who knows?
But it's been here for a few years. And I don't know, it's like a really good like painting, I feel. I like pass it all the time and it's really cool. So we're right near Lake Ronkonkoma. We're about to head there next after this. So currently we are at Larry's Landing, which is a part of my favorite place on Long Island, Lake Ronkonkoma. Wait, we should walk down to the books.
Alright, yeah.
So this was like what, like dedicated to like someone who like passed away.
Yeah, so he actually used to own a bookstore that was on the side of the lake. Like there used to be a bookstore over here.
So basically they like named it after him. This whole section of the lake was like recently cleared out by the Lake Ronkonkoma Improvement Group, which we are a part of. Look at this beauty. It's just beautiful. Aw.
I mean, killing it, honestly.
So it was like, it's like a memorial for this man. And then over here they have this where you basically like, you can take like a book and then like put a book in, right? Like it's free, it's, you could just come here, do that. So
Look at all the books.
that's really cool. And Marissa has like this supposedly cool spot that she wants to show me, so we will show you guys. So here we are at sort of where Larry's Landing was, but a little past Windows on the Lake. There's like this like trail that Marissa found. When was it? During a cleanup?
Yeah.
During a cleanup. So we came out here. You come onto like where those rocks are, and then you get this stunning view. It's around sunset. It is 6:41, which is around sunset here. And I climbed up on this. I grabbed like that big rock there and climbed up, which if I can do it, anyone can, because I have like terrible upper body strength. But I wanted to get good photos and like good views. So I'm up on this, and this is the view. But even if you're not up on this, you like, the views are still great. But I wanted Marissa to get pictures. Plus there's like an American flag painted and words that say like love your lake down there. So it's just